See, this is different on here. Hey, y'all. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Leilani? Hey, of you. Can y'all hear me? Can somebody say something? Baby, come on. Because I can't. I don't know if you can hear me.
Did you turn it on? Did you go live?
I'm on. A view is in here. Leilani's in here. Hey, y'all.
Hold on. I got it.
What is going on with my hair? It just be doing what it want.
My thing says still waiting. Hold on.
It's on here. I don't know what it's doing.
Did Leilani say something?
She hearted. And if you say hello and thumbs up and share, it say in stream at the bottom. All right, so we trying something different. I'm not on StreamYard. I'm on Hey Cool Gamer. I'm on YouTube Live. So we're trying something different as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, yeah,
And
you did.
so I look a little crazy. Hey Kathy. So I might look a little crazy, but it's okay. I'm also the way, y'all. These were my. I
Why you
think
got your headphones on if you
I
can't
don't
hear?
know why I had them on. Well, no, because I only got one ear on, so I can hear if you say something.
No,
Can you hear me?
yeah, you could.
Okay. All right, because I can't hear nothing.
You ain't supposed to hear nothing.
Oh, what I got my headphones on for?
Doesn't make it clear.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to Wednesday. It's Happy Hump Day. I hope everybody is having a great day. Um, if y'all anybody was in our live yesterday, y'all know I was out and about for a little while. We went live for a little while. Uh, I forgot what I was gonna say, y'all. I'm getting so old. Anyway, so we're gonna go on into this little topic that I did. Now, here's why I did the topic. So I was on TikTok, as y'all know, because TikTok has shorter things. I can scroll through TikTok and I don't have to go looking for nothing. It come find me, But on YouTube, I gotta search and I don't do it. And a lot of times people talk too much. But anyway, so and there's a creator on TikTok that does commentary on different day to day things, and she said, "Can we bring shame back?" Now I hadn't thought about the lack of shame that goes on in this world. I hadn't thought about it. I really had. Um, I think you should be able to do what you want to do. You should be able to pursue whatever you want to, as long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else. I really do. But I think that because we have the internet and we have every phone, even a little flip phone, can have a camera on it, and you can hit record and you can do whatever you want to do. I think that people have um, given up on shame. And what I mean by that is, I don't mean being ashamed of yourself. I don't mean being hiding in the corner, ducking your head. What I mean is this: everything is not for the internet. That's number one. Let's start with it. Everything is not for the public. All you got to do is look at entertainers and superstars and basketball players and football players whose life is really public to realize that some shit you need to do with the doors closed, the blinds down, and your phone in your drawer on the side of your bed. Because nowadays you be messed around and got canceled or shit fined or unemployed. So, but what started off me trying to figure out what I was going to talk about today? There was an incident where this young girl, and I thought it was fake at first. Thought it was fake. There was an incident where a young girl had taken the ashes of her boyfriend's niece and poured them out the window because he did something. I don't know what he did to the little girl. I don't know the ins and outs of it. All I know is that this little girl took the ashes of a deceased child and threw them away because she was mad with her boyfriend. Then I saw another one where a woman who was upset that her husband was a cheater, cheating on her all the time, she flushed his mama's ashes down the toilet. But what got me is, as I'm watching these things, I'm realizing I'm watching these things. And I'm like, I shouldn't be seeing this. I should know that this little girl threw ashes of a child out the window. It's already sad enough the baby's deceased, and now you're gonna just disrespect the ashes? Or what could your boyfriend have done so badly? And with the second one, with the wife, because he's cheating. Look here, I'm all for getting your lick back. Don't make no mistake about it. I am a lick back getter from the old school 1985 edition. If he cheating, do it with his brother, his sister, his mama. That's tit for tat. If you're gonna do something, do something. But his mama, don't disrespect. Cause see, let me tell you something. I told my wife, tell him, baby. I told I love y'all know how I love my wife to distraction. To distraction. I harass her like I don't know. Pick out something, that's how I do it. But if I had my mama ashes, and I don't, and I kind of wish I did, because I'm so far from removed from where she's buried that I kind of wish I cremated her and did have her ashes, but that's another story. But if I was to come home and she mad for me whatever reason, and my mama ashes gone, I would wake up in prison, not jail, not in the courthouse. I would wake up in prison, and they'd be like, "Baby, why you here?" I'm like, "I don't know." The last thing I remember was my wife telling me she flushed my mama ashes down the toilet. But again, in this realization, I realized that I should not know about either one of these scenarios, because we come to YouTube. Yesterday, I came to YouTube with our we came live with our struggles and going to appointments, and how I got to be at an appointment at 9 o'clock, and they called me at 8:30 to reschedule. Trying to get to the take my blood work. I get there. Speaking of blood work, y'all remember how she was nosy? Everybody who saw the live yesterday, remember we was talking, yeah. Remember we was talking about the lady who came out and she had the big band around her arm. Now understand this. I got the big, I'm losing weight, so I got the flappy jammies. You know what I'm saying? Hey Daisy. Um, so I got the flappy jam. Hey Magdalene. So my arms are bigger. So, but this is a little skinny lady. So we go in there, and actually, it was the wrap instead of just putting a band aid on there. I was like, I told you. She was like, oh, okay. It was the wrap. She done gave this lady a whole extra shots, couldn't find the vein. But I digress. So we come on here talking about our day, talking about the accomplishment of our kids, funny stories we done seen, things that have happened in our past, stories that we think people can relate to. I'm sorry, stories that people can relate to. But I am so inundated with videos and lives about things that should be kept behind closed doors that I am super confused. Thank you, Magdalene. See, now the only reason I like this is because I actually can see the chat better than if I'm on my phone, y'all. Because y'all know a girl gets distracted. I get to looking at the chat. I'm about to wipe the camera off, so it's crazy. So I'm using my Surface Pro. I'm not using my phone this time. So I'm going to try it out. So maybe next time I use my phone, but I don't know. So everything ain't for the public, y'all. Everything is not for the public. And y'all know I love a good talk show. I love a good Karamo. Karamo is I like Karamo because he doesn't just allow you to bring mess. He checks you. He don't just tell you to go in the back and speak to the therapist or whoever he got in the back. He's like, he checks you. He's not like, oh, you just made a mistake. No. So, but a lot of that stuff should I don't know. I'm flabbergasted at the things that are going on that I have access to. Do anybody in the chat, do y'all shame is do anybody feel it anymore? Is there anything that people won't bring to YouTube or any social media platform? YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Is there anything off limits? People exploit their children on here for money. We were sitting up there talking the other day about begging. People will sit on live for hours at a time. I wish I could go to work. Now you know you can't put anything up here to get my attention. Um, if you can sit on live for 8 hours, every time I turn on my TikTok, they got a different one. Work from home. You ain't got no car. Work from your couch. Is there anything that we're ashamed of anymore? Is there anything that we won't put out there? Is there anything that we won't exploit anymore? And I realize that I've gotten old. I realize that. I realize that I'm not a child anymore, and not a kid, not even a child, but I realize I'm not young anymore. I'm not ancient, but I'm not young anymore. And a lot of the things I never thought that I would think a certain way. Uh, I found myself doing that. And it's no shame on my game when it comes to cussing somebody out or I don't do the sector thing. That's a genre that I'm just not into. But you ain't gonna come for me and mine too many times. You know what I'm saying? So, but is there anything we won't put out there? Is there anything that's off limits? I used to think kids were off limits, but I see people uh publicly shaming their children for bad grades or misbehaving. Videos of parents cutting the hair of their children because they got a bad grade or a bad report from school. I see men disrespecting their girlfriends and their wives. These folks, these folks lost these days. I work in a middle school and it's bad from the top to the bottom, from the grandparents in their 30s to the kids around 4. It's awful. Yeah, I watch husbands and boyfriends and wives and girlfriends disrespect their partners. Okay, your arm isn't working. I got you. I got you. Um, I don't think I can add anybody to this panel. I think I can only do it on StreamYard. Next time we do StreamYard. Uh, disrespecting their partners on live. I see. I watched, and at first I watched it. I thought it was a prank, and I don't do pranks too well because I just don't like them. It's just not my. This is not my jam. But I watched it, and I watched, and because the caption stopped me. It was my girlfriend erased my I think it was the NBA on PlayStation, where his NBA what is it, 2K, whatever, the NBA game, it was worth $400,000, and she erased his game. That's how he made money on his platform, by gaming. I don't know anything about that. I don't know. So this little girl set up a camera of her destroying his game and erasing his players. And she recorded the reaction that he gave. I'm like, was that necessary? What did he do? Number one, for you to destroy something that's worth $400,000 in a house that you look like you live in. Number two, why would you do that to your boyfriend? Why would you record it? If he's something to upset you, that's fine. I mean, I have known a lot. I've known girls that um key cards, bust out windows, bleach clothes. So, because I come from a generation before you could tear up somebody's PlayStation. It wasn't nothing to tell. Wasn't no phones you could throw at nobody. It was you had to tear their clothes up or bust the windows out their car. So I don't get it, but hey, because I don't want to pay to replace it. But that's just me. Why would you record that? I Why would you bring your personal relationship, your personal private relationships to YouTube when they're bad? And then when people comment or respond, stay out of my business. What business, baby? I wouldn't have known if your business if you was at home. If you didn't have the camera up in your face, I wouldn't know your business. Because this is our relationship now. This is me and you. This is us. We need to know the outcome. We need to know what's going on. So I was on TikTok, and now these two couples, you get stuck in, but I don't really look at them. But what got me was is that one of the wives, one of because everybody cheating, it looked like the whole situation. The 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 boy cheated on the girl, so the girl cheated with her friend's husband, and now everybody breaking up. Now they all getting a divorce. But the wife, one of the wives, sued her friend, her ex-friend, for alienation of affection. For all those that don't know, alienation of affection is when a side piece comes in and disrupts the relationship, the marital home, to where one spouse is spending time, money, and effort on somebody who is not their spouse. And it is in some states, you can sue that person and get paid. Again, but I shouldn't know any of this. Yo, I should know any of this, y'all. Are we not? I don't believe in hoes. Now, I mean, we arguing and fussing, you call somebody a hoe, that's cool. But I don't believe in hoes. Your sexuality and who you have sex with or how many people you have sex with is your business. I don't care. You no more a hoe than somebody. I just don't give a shit. For real. But it's not about hoeing and that. Why are you messing with your friend's man to the point where she got to sue you? And why do I know about it? You know what I want to know about? Let me tell you what I want to know. I want to know about cute little dogs playing with babies. I want to know about your children graduating and being on the honor roll. I want to know about kids excited about being in school and having fun. I want a little bit of tea and a little bit of gossip, but I don't want it to the point where I'm watching you pour the ashes of a child out a window. I don't want it to the point where I'm listening to the sorrow in a man's voice about you flushing his mom's ashes. I am so glad that when I was doing me, phones barely had buttons, let alone cameras. Because these young people think that they are doing it all, doing it big. That I'm sorry, y'all. I look like I'm lagging. They think that we haven't done anything because there's no videos of it. There's no pictures of it. They think we didn't drink. They think we didn't smoke. We didn't hang out. We didn't have our ass and titties out at the club. They didn't think we did none of that stuff. All you got to do is look at any of these paternity shows with folks on there. Damn, they're old as me, bringing 3, 4, 5, 17 men to the stove for one baby, or somebody old as me coming up there for his 14, 12, 13, 11 dozen child. We was doing it. It just wasn't being recorded, and I'm happy for that. I don't want pictures of me. I want to be able to tell you. I want to be able to try to visualize I'm passed out in the toilet. Not there's an actual picture somebody took of me because somebody would have. I don't want no pictures of me out like that. So I'm glad that I'm not from that generation. So I don't say don't do your thing. I don't say don't do your thing. But I'm just saying, at some point, it has to be, hey, Morris, at some point, it has to be like, you know what? That's a little too much. That's crazy. And I have a question, and I need some answers, and somebody's going to help me with it. Are there still pimps? Nobody answered that question for me the other day. And I understand that y'all don't understand where this question is coming from, but here it is. Back in the 90s, I think it was, there was a series on HBO called Pimps Up, Hoes Down. And I was watching something the other day, and this man was talking. And if anybody has been in a situation or raised in an area where there were pimps or people that thought they was pimping or pimping and pimping, you know how pimps talk. It was Karamo that I was watching. And this guy had brought his girlfriend on Karamo to see if she was cheating, to see if she was doing, because she kept accusing him of cheating. But you could tell by the way he was talking, like he was an old pimp. Like he used to be pimping back in the day when pimping was pimping. And he got me to thinking, are there still pimps? I would think with the internet there wouldn't be. And I never really understood. I mean, you could sit up there and say, you could sit up there and tell me. I've listened to pimps say that they could get their mama to pimp. That's how good with their game, their mouth game. But I'm like, here's a problem. If I am selling my body, however I'm selling, why I gotta give you most of the money? Why am I giving you the money? Madams, then okay, more madams left than pimps. Okay. But why am I giving anybody money? Here's what I don't get. In my house right now, within hand's reach, I have at least 3 devices where I can get on the internet. If I'm a single woman paying my bills in my apartment, and the only way I can pay my rent this month is selling a bit, I'm gonna find me somebody who can buy a bit. Why would I give it to somebody else? Why? Where's this? Why? I never understood the pimping middleman. I never understood. I never understood the coochie to John middleman. I never understood it. Well, I'm protecting her. I'm making sure she get dressed. The bitch couldn't put her clothes on. Well, she shouldn't be hoeing if she can't get put clothes on. If you can't get dressed by yourself, if you don't have basic hygiene knowledge, if you don't know how to go to the doctor when it's itching and swelling up, then you shouldn't be hoeing. Just saying. Never understood the pimp mentality. But I was just wondering was still pimps out there. Because he was talking like an old school pimp, you know what I'm saying? Saying just shit to make it sound good. But I'm like, he was old as me talking about what he said. Uh, he got more prospects than a college football team. I'm like, no, you don't, sir. No, you don't. Your wallet, if it look good, may have more prospects, but not you. Don't nobody want you. You old and talk crazy. These little girls don't want you. They want your money. And you got little girls that can separate you from your wallet. Now, I said, I don't understand. I don't understand. That's one thing. It's a quandary. Where did all the pimps go? And where do all pimps go when the pimping is done? Inquiring minds would like to know. Well, my mind would like to know. Maybe not everybody mind, but my mind. Hold on. I think pimps get the ones already strung out and homeless. And there's another thing. If you're homeless, and the only way to get homed is again to sell something. I don't. Here's the thing. For what I understand, you give pimp all the money, and they give you an allowance. They buy your clothes. They pay the hospital bills and all that stuff. I guess like their manager. I guess that's what they call themselves, management. But if you have, here, go with me. Come and go with me now. Why can't you go by your? I mean, I guess strung out. I guess I picked. And where did crack go? Now here's. I know that's a crazy question, and I'm sure it's out there somewhere. But I was watching again. It was TikTok. TikTok has me thinking all this random stupid shit. If anybody don't understand, I'm up to some nights to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, just looking like a zombie. Anyway, so one of the creators on TikTok said people asked her how did she stop doing crack. She said she's been and I trying to. Oh, I got you. Okay, okay. So somebody asked her how did she stop doing crack. She said because there is no more crack. She said because if it's crack, I would do it. She said, but the meth and the thing, and she was doing stuff. She said, ain't no more good crackheads out there. Cause y'all remember back in the day, you could get a crackhead to fix your car, paint your house, and change your tires for like $30. A good crackhead will move your whole house in 13 minutes with no goddamn truck. My bad. But it was just funny. I hadn't really heard of a crack epidemic. We hear about meth and oxy and pills, and everybody want to say marijuana legal now. So where did crack go? And from what I understand, cocaine is coming back. Why would anybody want to be that speedy? I thought you get high to chill out. Eh, just wondering. Just wondering. I'm trying to get high. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta put my glass on. Because I never thought I would need to have glasses to see, but I do. I do. I do. All right. They're not trying to get home just high. Cocaine never left. Well, I mean, here's the thing with cocaine. I don't understand. I never. Okay, here's another thing. This kind of goes along with shame, but just these are observations of things I don't understand. I understand getting high. I've been there. I mean, I understand smoking weed. Let me say it wrong. Hungry, happy, sleepy. I understand it. Chilling, laughing at everything. Everything is funny, and the world is a beautiful place. I don't understand drugs that you can't do anything. Hold on. They do coke to stay awake. Shit, I did Mountain Dew to stay awake. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day, I did. One of my homegirls, her boyfriend was a drug dealer, and we had unlimited access to the drugs. And I have done it before. It wasn't didn't do anything for me, so I didn't want to be walking around all the. And it didn't do that for me. So I stick with marijuana and a cocktail every now and again. I never understood drugs like heroin and meth and things like that because they're so debilitating. You can't have fun on heroin and meth. And how you look after a good stint with some meth and some heroin, come on. Because back in the day, y'all remember crackheads used to go from being the head cheerleader and the quarterback to the chick on the corner talking about sucking dick for $2. Um, these and drugs, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I never did. And I mean, nobody will ever be able to answer these questions because these are just random ass questions that I'm sure popped up in most people. Some people, not most, but some people, man, randomly all the time. I understand getting high. I don't understand getting so high that you can't function because that's the purpose. But I guess there's a purpose for everything, and I guess people got to do what they got to do. Um, what else was I about to say? Oh, that's it. As far as the random things that I get confused about, I don't know why the pimp. It was the guy on TikTok on Karamo that started me on it. And Karamo has been very poignant for the past few episodes that I watched. Because I was watching clips on TikTok before I got on here. Because a lot of times he'll have good subjects for me to speak about. Hold on, Leilani. For somebody who hand hurt, hold on. When we stop getting me high, I'm just gonna be done getting high. Folks get high from under the counter now. Yeah, I've always told my kids I never understood why my cousins enjoy getting high. We would literally make parents do stuff. They would get high and just pass out. Well, if you don't do drugs, if you don't smoke weed, then you can function and smoke weed. You can be in public. You can go to the restaurants. You can go to the movies. You can go hang out at the club. You can function on weed. You're not moving fast, but you can function. You can't function on them other drugs. You can't take no crackhead nowhere. You can't take meth mouth Mary nowhere. You can't take heroin nowhere. They out your side for 3 seconds. They in the bathroom shooting up or smoking something. No, you can't take them nowhere. And then once they get high, they ain't functioning. They ain't doing nothing. My cousin did more than but you can't take them people nowhere. You can't do nothing. Don't forget the ones on that lean. Right. So they were talking earlier. Um, you know how words and things change meaning. Like woke used to mean staying alert to things going on. Dead weight, they be in comas. Yes. Um, so somebody was talking. So I was listening. I think we were in a car yesterday, and it was on Sirius Radio, and how somebody was talking about how someone had made a lemonade flavor or made this lemonade, and it was called scissor.
Scissor.
Yeah, and people were like they were upset because that's what they called it because it was purple. Called a purple drink. No, I'm sorry, not scissor. Called a purple drink. Now I didn't know because I am after I know Lil Wayne. I'm younger than Lil Wayne, so that's the Lil Wayne era, the scissor, a purple drink or whatever. He always had a red solo cup with some in it. You know what I mean? Sorry, y'all. I had to take a sip. So, um, they were talking about how people were in an uproar and she should change the name. Why? It's purple drink. That's just, I, that's just Southern. That's not drugs. That's Southern. Red Kool-Aid, purple Kool-Aid, orange Kool-Aid. We don't know what the flavor was. Blue Kool-Aid. They mad because the owners are white and claim it had nothing to do with drugs. That's why. Bless the Lord. Yeah. I mean, I guess. I try not to get racial, but the reality is white folks steal stuff all the time. They know exactly what it means. But they figure if they take it, do what they want to do with it, and co-opt it, they can change the meaning of it. They change the meaning of woke. They change the meaning of a lot of stuff. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all some good stuff. Her whole company name is oh, she knew what she was doing. She wasn't confused. She wasn't confused. She knew what she was doing. Your company name is the plug. Come on now. Come on now. Some things are culturally and racially attached to one race or the other. Some things just are. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just life. It is. And don't get mad when somebody come at you for doing something that don't get mad when somebody says you're culturally appropriating or you're taking no, come on now. Come on now. The cookie plug? Oh no. You gonna have a drug themed restaurant and you think these folks look here. They've been saying Disney has subliminal sex messages since I've been a child. And you think these folks ain't gonna sit up here and say something when you talking about you the cookie drug dealer and you got Kool-Aid named up? Come on.
Not the
I didn't
Kool-Aid.
even. Yeah, the purple drink.
Not my Kool-Aid.
Yo Kool-Aid. No. But anyway, my people, my people. All right, does anyone watch the WNBA? Show of hands in the comment section. Does anybody watch WNBA? I don't.
For the ones who don't know, women's basketball.
Oh, they upset. It's not spiked. Well, I don't know what they upset about. So I'm gonna go to another topic. I'm bouncing around topics tonight, y'all. So we got this new influx of freshman basketball players in the WNBA, and I think this is the second or third year that there has been so much exposure for the young ladies coming from college and going to the professional basketball league. Because you had Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and there's a few other girls. I don't know all the names, but we're just gonna focus on those two because those two are the ones that the media, that social media has taken and run with. And here's where the shame comes in at. Basketball, women and men's basketball, the players are predominantly black. It's a black dominated sport. It is. I don't know why. It just is. It is what it is. I didn't make it that way. It was that way for a long time. It wasn't initially that way, but it became that way. Once they allow black men to play in the league, black men started dominating the sport. So we're just gonna start there. And don't get it twisted. Over the years, there have been white players that can throw that thing, that put them points up there, that take it to the hoop on a regular basis. I love basketball. I think basketball is beautiful. I think it's almost like dance. It's beautiful. I love basketball. I love the plays. I love when they serious. You know what I'm saying? I love when it's damn near a contact sport. So you have had the young Miss Angel Reese and Miss Caitlin Clark into the league this year. And everybody's in that hype that, oh, Caitlin gonna dominate. She gonna now. For all those that don't know about the draft, when it comes to the draft, when professional sports teams like the NBA and the NFL are drafting from colleges, the worst team gets the first draft pick, which means the worst team in the league with the lowest percentage of win to loss ratio gets the first pick in the draft. Um, so you know from the onset that whoever the best player is in the incoming freshman is going to the worst team. It just is what it is. Um, Miss Clark got drafted first, and Angel Reese and a few and I know the other ladies' names, but I'm just focusing on those two because for some reason social media and ESPN and the sports are focusing on those two, trying to pit these two young ladies against each other. When they were in college, they were rivals. That is what it is. If you play a sport, if you do anything that you are in competition and you're good at it, you're going to have rivals. You're going to have a team or even a person with that one-on-one back and forth thing. You're gonna have it. When I was in college, I'm a singer. I'm not a. I don't play. What sport I'm gonna play? Anyway, sumo wrestler. What sport I'm gonna play? So, and I had this one young lady who always wanted to go up against me, which was fine. Competition spurs you on. People who are competitors, you ain't got to like them, but I don't hate them. I didn't like the little girl, but I didn't hate her neither. She just somebody who sang and saw me as competition. I didn't see her as competition, but she saw me that way. So these two young ladies are in there, and this they and that's their thing. They competitors, especially when you're trying to be in the pro leagues, because there's so much that is attached to being a professional sports person. Not just your contract with the team you're with, but endorsements and the popularity and the notoriety that comes with being a professional sports player. So everybody, when Caitlin was coming in, she's gonna save the league. The league didn't need saving. That's number one. That's a lot to put on a young lady's shoulders. That's a lot to to put one young lady fresh out of college into a professional setting and say she's gonna save the league. She's gonna save them all. Poor Caitlin is Captain Saberhole. But that's just not the case because you have a lot of these people who are commenting on the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and the freshman basketball players have never played a professional sport, have never been competitive in any other way other than running their mouth on TV. There is a learning curve. There is such a different atmosphere and it is such a different environment when you go from college to professional. It is exponentially different. It's the same game, but it's a different type of pressure. It's a different type of pace. It's just different. And you going into a league where people have been playing 10, 20 years. You barely 20 years old. They've been playing long as you've been living. But here's my problem. Caitlin is like, oh, poor baby. Y'all are picking on her. Uh, 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 she's so much better. She's gonna do this. She's gonna do that. But when you talk about Angel Reese in the same situations, she thought she knew everything. She thought she was that. She thought she was that girl. She should be able to handle it. You understand what I'm saying? And the only difference between these two young ladies is their race, the color of their skin. But they're going through the same situations. You are not going to be number one coming out of college and going and playing hoops with these girls. These girls can play against men. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? There's a learning curve. And everybody who is excellent in college does not necessarily transfer or transition well to professional. Ask RG3. He was a quarterback for the Washington Redskins when they were still the Redskins before they came to Commanders. And they thought he was going to be Captain Saberhole. The baby had to retire because there's a difference between college and professional. That's just like there's a difference between D1 NCAA athletes and the Chitlin Circuit colleges. There's a difference. I went to Alabama State University. Alabama State University. We was getting there. We was doing the thing. We in the SWAC and the MEAC, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. We was doing the thing. But the reality is if you put us up against D1 NCAA players, our team is not going to win. And I want to say that we played Auburn after I left. It was not too many years ago, and we got our ass whooped. Got beat up. Got DIE. Yeah, but it was fun. It was cool. We knew we weren't gonna win. It was a chance. You never know. They might have been having a bad day. But the reality is there is a difference. There's a difference in the players. There's a difference in the coaching. There's a difference in the money that's behind the team. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So these babies, let these babies grow into themselves. I don't know how to go over there. I was my wife, DC Kool-Aid on the ones and twos. Help me, babe. You ain't listening to me. I'm trying to figure out how to transition. Help me. Help me. So
I don't understand how people
She's giving me another direction to go in. So I'm gonna repeat it word for word so y'all understand, and then we go from there. So I don't understand how people. I think that's it. Um, I don't regularly comment on the YouTube shenanigans because I just don't. That's not my lane, and I try to stay in my lane. But you know how you want to comment. You know what I'm saying? You want to say something, but if you say something, it's gonna start something else, and so you don't say nothing. So you keep what you got to yourself, but you really want to say it, so you just be saying it to yourself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. I find it sad that in these YouTube streets we can't get along. That if we don't have nothing good to say, we don't say nothing at all. The narratives that are told and that are spoken on a regular basis, and some of it a lie. You know what I'm saying? But I try to control myself because one, I don't really have beef with anybody. Y'all know that. If I don't like you, I just don't look at your shit. I don't give you a like. I don't give you a thumbs down. I don't thumbs down nobody. I don't think in the 7 years that I've been on YouTube, I've hit the thumbs down button. Even on people that I just absolutely positively cannot stand. I don't understand trolling. I still don't understand trolling. I don't understand sitting up there all day actively trying to hurt people's feelings, actively trying to make people look bad. I don't understand trolling. I don't understand doxing. I don't understand the necessity to put somebody's. If I don't want my name and my address and my phone number, and I don't want strangers to be able to come to my door or call my phone, everybody should be okay with it. I don't understand trolling. I mean doxing. I don't understand doxing. What have I mean? What have strangers on the internet? Because even though you know me from watching me on here, and me and my wife put a, a lot of our life on the internet, you don't know me. What have I done? What could I have done? And I'm using me as an example, but I'm talking about just across the board. What could I have done to somebody so badly that you have to attack them? You have to attack me personally. That you have to attack my character. You have to attack my kids. You have to attack my health, my appearance. What have I done to anybody on the internet? And I can't put my hands on you. And I ain't really said nothing about you so badly that you have to attack me. Now I understand skits, I understand pranks, and I understand that a lot of times when we do stuff on here, it's just a parody of real life. I'm about to drink because talking makes me dry. I get that. I'm trying to figure out what I have. Body armor here, which is a little better than Gatorade. It doesn't taste like salty, depressed tears as flavor. So I have body armor light in here now, and probably a crystal light packet. Because none of them really never have enough flavor. But again, I digress. Uh, Sugar free. Um, Excuse me, y'all. I don't. I don't get opening yourself up for ridicule and I don't get that. I We don't know each other, y'all. We getting to know each other. We have a relationship of some sort. Y'all a bomb squad. Y'all support us in what we do. Y'all listen to me when I rant and rave about stupid stuff. Y'all answer my silly ass questions. Y'all go back and forth with me when I get on my soapbox and start preaching. I'm gonna get that preacher thing one day. One day I'm gonna, I don't know how to do it. Some days I can do it. Most time I can't. Um, we're getting to know each other, but we just on the internet, chilling, swapping stories, just like we used to do it in old days when we used to share knowledge. Now we do it globally over the internet. But I listen to people attack each other, and I get and I just sit there and 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 the only word I really ever understand is bitch. That's number one. That's the only word I ever really understand because it's so much that the only word that ever comes out of that in a full sentence is bitch. And I don't get it. The world itself is so negative and heavy and it weighs on you that you should be able to come to the internet, to YouTube or whatever, and just laugh and chit chat and watch people eat food. And I never understood mukbangs, but that's not my thing. It's for other people. I don't understand ASMR. I understand it, but I think it's kind of perverted. I don't really. I know that people go a little left when they. I don't do ASMR. One, because I don't like to hear the same sound over and over again. 9 times out of 10, I have my shit turned all the way down. Baby, like, are you listening? I'm like, no, I'm looking. But, I digress again. I'm not a pranks person. My baby is. She likes to watch pranks. Um, I think that's the reason I transitioned from YouTube to TikTok because I can just, if I don't like it, swipe up, keep going. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go digging for nothing. I hit my FYP and they'll send me some stuff they think I don't like. I mean, I think I like, and they'll send me stuff that I don't know how the hell I got on that page. I go down some rabbit holes, boy. Lately, I've been on the bushcraft, which is building. I would love to walk through some of these forests and see if they really these houses out here in these forests. But again, or now I'm on the, how they make the security keychains with the sparkles and the can opener and the taser and the mace. I've been sitting up there watching them do that. I get on random sides of everything. I love to see kids. I love to see kids and animals interact because it's the funniest shit in the world. Uh, I'm a singer. I don't do listen too much singing. But I do watch dancing because nigga can't dance. I mean, I can dance, but I can't dance. But then you get on YouTube and it's dirty bitch, funky bitch, ugly bitch, hoe bitch, ho. I'm like, what the hell? And you get sucked in for a minute because you like you listen to people berate somebody. You listen to now sometimes the attention is unwarranted. Sometimes people just pick out people to pick on and they do it. Sometimes, however, the person asks to be picked on because of their actions and the things that they do. And you get sucked into listening to it, but to me, listening to things like that on the internet, it's like when I watch the Real Housewives or I watch Love and Hip Hop. I love women. And I'm not talking about in a sexual romantic way. I'm talking about women and the things we do and the power and the strength that is in women. The birthing of babies, the caring of families, the caring for. How many times have you heard a sister that's a mama to her sisters and brothers? How many times have you heard about a daughter that's a mother to her mother and grandmothers. How many times have you watched a woman get up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, get her kids out, go to work, get her kids home, go to work again? I love women, and we're not uplifted enough publicly. We are relegated to body counts and who we fucking and who want us and who our mans and them is. We're relegated to baby mamas and not being worthy. So I can only listen when people are being attacked for so long because it's not necessary, especially when you just picking on somebody. Now, the flip side of that is sometimes people bring their ass on the internet and think they are immune to getting picked on. Nobody is. I'm not. I'm not immune to it. I know somebody can look and find a flaw. A lot of times I'll be sitting on here looking at myself and I find my own flaws. Y'all ain't got to find them. I find them myself. I look on here now and I got these dark circles under my eyes because I don't sleep. The gray hair makes me look my age. I need braces. I look at all these things. But somebody will pick out a flaw. Hold on. Hey, babe. I'm live. Come here for a sec. I just want to see her. Everything okay? You good? Okay.
Little test all day. Well, I have to wait for the people and then not another one driving. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I love you. Don't forget it's trash day. Do you have toilet paper?
Oh yeah, get the bag down the floor in the bag.
Even at 20, even at I keep saying he's 20, but he's not 20 yet. He'll be 20 this year. I had to check on my baby. He's been gone all day, so I had to check him.
You mixing all of them in the bag? You the ones in the three in the bag? Yeah. Yeah, put them in the thing.
So what was I going to say? Yeah. Sometimes when I listen to people talk and I hear inconsistencies in their stories, sometimes you hear straight out lies. I'm like, because I know I heard something different. And I'm not saying anybody should be attacked. I'm just saying that sometimes I can see how it started. But even in those times, I'm like, enough is enough. Say what you got to say about somebody and move on. Say what you got to say. Look, look, line. I mean, but see what I think. What the problem is that to me, to cuss somebody out, to be just back and forth with somebody other than somebody just calling me out my name in my face. I think you got to be passionate about something. And I think that's where a lot of this falls short. I think that they're not passionate about the person because passion can be good or bad. I think they're not passionate about the person so much as they're passionate about the act of making the person look bad. You understand what I'm saying? You're not passionate one way or the other, bad or good, about the person you're attacking, but you're more passionate about what you're saying. So that's why sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Say what you got to say. If you want to cuss a bitch out, cuss them out directly. Cuss them out that one time. Make sure they understand that this is not where you want to be at. Coming over here will get your feelings hurt. And do it one time. And after that, ignore them. You ain't got nothing else to say. I think that's why I don't understand. Because once I've let you know that you no longer exist in my world, you're no longer in my plane of existence, then it doesn't matter after that. You can call me and talk about me all you want to. You don't exist anymore. You were never born. I have let you know how I felt about you. I didn't raise my voice when I did it. And now your existence is gone. It's null and void. It's like it's like somebody stepped back in time and your mama went right instead of left and didn't meet your daddy and didn't have you. That's how I am. When I'm done, I'm done. I don't know whether it's a bad or a good trait, but I don't think it's a good trait on YouTube because on YouTube you got to be able to go back and forth with somebody for 17 hours. I can't do that because I don't think my heart can take it. I don't think I have enough pressure medicine for that. I just don't. Hold on. I can't see that. Mandela effect never happened. Never happened. I had to get it. Thank you, Leilani. Because I mean, it can't be good for the person that's doing all the cussing. But again, that's not my jam. So I can't sit up here and say one way or the other whether it's bad or good. But I'm gonna tell you this, y'all. From my perspective, number one, if you don't want your personal private business out there and you don't want the public to have an opinion on it, keep it at your house. I promise you, unless you put it on some form of device, I won't know about it. That's number one. Number two, when you put it out there, you can't be mad at the response and the comments that you get. Because everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna be on your side. Everybody's not gonna be in favor of you. It's not. And you gotta come into a situation knowing it. Everybody used to tell me when I used to compete when I was singing, you gotta go in there thinking you're gonna win. You gotta go in there knowing you're gonna win. No, I gotta go in there knowing it's a possibility I lose. So that I will do my best, so that I will sing to the rafters, so that Whitney Houston will feel in her spirit when I sing her song. But I also know that there may be somebody else that's channeling Jennifer Holiday. I channel her too, though, but it's okay. But anyway, I go into competitions knowing I probably will win, but I could lose. So when you put your business out here in these streets, in these YouTube streets, like people like to say, know that everybody's not going to be in your corner, everybody's not going to be on your side, and every comment in the comment section is not going to be positive. If you're wrong, you're wrong. You can't take a wrong stance and then be mad when people call you out on it. I'm not talking about an unpopular stance. I'm not talking about an unpopular opinion. I'm talking about a wrong stance because some things are just wrong. Some things are just universally wrong. Like you'll come empty handed to a cookout. I don't care who cookout it is. I don't care. You don't come empty handed to somebody's house to a party. You ask if the people are drinking. You bring a bottle. Because not everybody, if they don't know you want your food. You know what I'm saying? You go get a pack of cookies. Not a pack, but you know what I mean. Some things are wrong. You don't go to nobody's house without something in their hands. When I go to the house, I bring flowers and like a bottle of liquor. I'm a bartender. I'm not going to no little kitty stuff. So I'm grown folks, so we probably drinking. You don't go to nobody's house wrong. That's wrong. Going at somebody's house empty. Dealing with your friend man. I don't know when it became okay to deal with your homegirl man, but we need to go back to that not being okay. There are plenty of people out here in this world that have never had sex with somebody that you talk to on a regular basis. Me and my homegirl have sat down and talked about this sorry ass bastard for days, weeks, hours at a time. And I tiptoe my ass over to his house because I think I can do better than she can. Come on now, that's just wrong. She need to go back to being wrong. That's wrong. If you have actively discussed the sexual the with if you've had an actual discussion with the sexual partner of the person that you're sexually attracted to, then you should direct that sex somewhere else. You should keep personal, private moments off the internet. I told y'all before, if me and DC broke up, y'all wouldn't know it. We'd be broke up, moved on, married to somebody else. But by the time the bomb squad know we broke up, I'm not coming on here. If she cheat, I'm not coming on here because I don't want your opinions about what's going on. I don't want to wade through comments about how it's either going to be on her side or my side. It's either going to be, well, you weren't good enough for her, you was fat and da 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 da, or she wasn't good enough for you, you was too pretty. I don't want to do all that. So I'm gonna keep my personal, private relationship shit to myself. Stop just actively lying. Let me tell y'all something. I am not somebody to sit up there and think people don't lie. People lie all the time. We lie all the time. Our children lie to us. Our parents lie to us. We lie to our children. We lie to our parents. We done told our spouse a lie. I didn't buy them shoes. That wasn't me. I don't know where them shoes came from. You in Walmart? It's still a lie. Even if they know you lying, it's still a lie. Some people lie all the time. But here lies the problem. Lying for no reason. That's just wrong. When I lie, I want to lie about some shit. I keep my lies. To me, in my head, I'm a little crazy. For everybody don't understand that, I am. And I feel like that you should keep lies for when you really need them. Like the police. I don't want to use up all my lies on YouTube and then I need to lie to the police. I feel like I've been messed up. Stop just lying.
People don't realize people pay attention.
Right. That's another thing. That's another thing. YouTube is like a big little city. Does that make sense, y'all? YouTube is like a huge town. It's like the world, but a little tiny city. Because you never know who has heard what the fuck you said. I will never know how many people see this video. I mean, it'll say that I got 17 views on this video. But realistically, I'll never know how many people have seen screenshots of things that I've said. And then I come back on here saying the exact opposite. And as soon as I say it, somebody be down in the comment section when you last, didn't you say so and so such and such this other time? Huh? That's the only recourse you have a lot of times. What? I don't remember saying I said that for real. Like who? Well, I did what? With who? That's how it is. Stop it. Stop it. If you keep your shit close to the vest, you ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie to kick it. Stop taking folks shit and not giving them credit. That's wrong too. Stop taking people's ideas and stuff. And then every time I use some on TikTok, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit up here and know the creator's name. Like I was telling you about the where did I get the title from? I got it from a creator on TikTok. I don't know her name, but hold on. I've always lived by if you don't lie, you don't have to try. Remember that. You stupid. Why are you over there rhyming? Not Lil Wayne, Lil Leilani. uh, But she's a creator on TikTok and she's snacking. She's always snacking when she's always eating when she's doing her commentary. And she does popcorn and jalapenos. That's where I got this title from. I don't know her name, but I'm gonna shout her out. I'm sure if you look on TikTok and say popcorn and jalapenos, she'll pop up. Um, Stop doing stuff you ain't create and acting like it's yours. Act like ain't nobody gonna know. Stop saying stuff other people are saying slick shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. YouTube is not big enough for you to get away with it. It's not. I pull from Maury, Karamo, TikTok creators on TikTok. I don't watch a lot of YouTube, but I'm sure at some point I've said something some other YouTube creator said. But if I'm knowingly taking something from somebody, if I'm knowingly taking somebody's title or idea and I'm using it to go the way I'm going with it, then I'm gonna shout them out as best I can. If I don't know their name, I'm gonna give a description. Because people just like if I say something and then somebody go say it somewhere else, it doesn't matter how innocuous it is. I'd be like, you know, my girl Leilani say this shit all the time. It's about respect. It's not about I ain't getting no money from nothing. I don't get paid from YouTube. My wife pays me. I'll explain. But it's not about money. It's about just respect. Respect the other person like you want to be respected. Just don't take credit for shit you ain't did. Don't think credit for shit you ain't thought of on your own. Shout out the person who gave you the idea. Because in reality, you ain't that creative. The reality is none of us are as creative or as stupid as we think we are. There are days as I'm getting older that I can't remember why I stopped. I can't remember why I'm looking in a drawer. I stumble over my words sometimes and but that's just life. Menopause and the different side effects to drugs and menopause getting clicked in, these are things come with age or with getting older. But I'm also not as stupid as people. I'm not as stupid as I think. But that doesn't mean if I got inspiration from somebody else, if somebody else was my muse for that day, I'm not going to say thank you, muse. Thank you, popcorn jalapeno girl on TikTok. It's just respect. If Leilani say something, me and Leilani was talking the other day, and Leilani made me think of something. I'm not giving her that. Don't pay her bills. My shout now, Leilani don't pay her bills, but she knows I respect our relationship. Don't take what's not yours and act like it is. That's all I'm saying. I haven't invented shit. But if I'm the only person saying something, and then all of a sudden everybody's saying it, somebody could have said, shit, girl, Lisa, just saying. But see, I don't get on here long enough, not long enough. I don't get on here like that to do anything like that. Everybody say, hey, y'all. Now I'm going to tell y'all something. When I first started on YouTube, I didn't hear a whole lot of people saying, hey, y'all, when they got on. I don't think it's me that started the trend. But now it's just like when you bought a white car and now all you see is white cars because you thought your white car was special. But now, it's like 1,000,000,000 white cars out there. That's how it is. So before I was on here, I didn't hear anybody say, hey, y'all. I'm sure they did. Because again, your girl didn't watch videos like that. But after I started and hey, y'all was everything, I realized how many people said, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. But they didn't say it like your girl. You got to make it special. However, my hey, y'all came from being raised in Alabama. So I have nobody to shout out but the South. else, Leilani? What else? What else, baby?
Um,
Cause see, we're not on StreamYard, so she can't backdoor this like we do on StreamYard. So that didn't sound right. What y'all know what I'm talking about?
what age did you stop
I told y'all I'm gonna repeat it word for word. What age do you stop?
name calling?
Shit, no age. Come on now. Somebody said something. I don't know who. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Facebook. It might have been TikTok. It was TikTok because I think I did a comment. Ain't nobody messier than grandmamas. She said, "At what age do you stop name calling?" Nobody is messier than grandmamas. Ain't nobody messier than old black women in church, actually. But ain't nobody messier than a grandmama. Talking about their kids, talking about their grandkids. And I realized that as you got to a certain age, Leilani said at the age that you stop speaking, I realized that the older you get, the less you give a shit. And the more you liable to say anything. I'm so for real. But I don't know if there's a time you stop talking about people. I think it's just how you talk about people changes. You know what I mean? Babe,
Yeah.
I think it's not, I think it's how you talk about people, not stop talking about people because you don't. We talk about our kids, talk about our grandkids, talk about our relatives. Old ladies be in church talking about she had that on last night. I saw her when she left the house. Smooth in church. Like they didn't just get you saying hallelujah. Right after hallelujah. You know she got 4 baby daddies. Ooh, you sure we good. Ooh, you know he cheating on his wife, right? I saw him in the grocery store. You never get too old. No. But I do think you should at some point stop entertaining drama.
Oh yeah.
I do think at some point you stop entertaining drama. You should stop seeking drama. Life is hard without drama.
After a certain age,
Yeah, after certain, because I'm like,
say that for the young ones.
yeah, let the young people do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Let the young people show out. Let the young people deal with the drama. We done got to the age now where if you like it, I love it. You got to the age now, I'm gonna cuss you out, but I ain't gonna raise my voice doing it. I done got to the age where if you want them, you can have them. If you can come get DC and DC willingly walks out of here, then she wasn't ever mine to begin with. I'm not about to argue with y'all. Now, when I was young, it's a different story. I'm not to argue, fuss and fight. I'm not about to argue with nobody about no. I'm not about to argue with nobody about no partner, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, chick on the side piece, community dick, none of it. I'm not. Hold on, Leilani wrote a lot. My aunt had me giggling about my grandma today. She can't speak anymore, but her sister said something to her, and the look my grandma gave, she called her a bunch of names. You know, we got them looks like can't nobody ball their face up like an old black woman. Nobody can ball their face up. Cause I know I do it. Walk around. Okay. That's my, if you like it, I love it. It's a bless your heart. It's my bless your heart. Look, all the names, what are that? Yup. Yeah, I'm not. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not about to sit up here and go back and forth. If, look here, if you bad bitch, if you big bad bitch enough to take, come on in. Now you come, but you got to be sure they gonna walk with you. That's another thing. I thought as I got older, it was just a lot of shit I was gonna leave in high school. I really did. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I thought it was a lot of stuff I was gonna leave in high school back in the 80s. But I realized that I didn't leave it there. It followed me out. I'm not about to argue about nobody that don't want me. Cause it's enough people that do. You don't need but one. That's what I don't understand. Realistically, after a certain age, you don't really need but one good person, one good partner in your life, husband or wife, however you roll, gay or straight. You don't need but one person. So arguing about somebody that barely wants you don't make any sense because you only need that one person that's for you. And if you got to argue about something, then that person not for you. If you got to argue with them or somebody else, that person not for you. You don't need the whole sea full of fish. You just need one guppy, one tuna, one whale, whichever way you roll. Stop arguing with these folks. Because if they can be
You
taken,
just told them to play, you know that, right?
say what?
Not you.
Oh, I forget she playing the game. Because if they can be taken, they're not yours. Can't nobody come in here and take what is mine. You can steal it, but it still ain't going to be yours. It's going to be something you stole from me. It still ain't yours. And there's going to be absolutely positively no guarantee your ass going to make it out of this house. But a person, absolutely not. If the person that you care about or love can actively walk away from you right after they said I love you, or right after they looked in your eyes with loving feelings, and they can send them feelings to somebody else, take them on over there. Because I ain't got time for that. I'm getting old. I saw on TikTok again, my bad, TikTok for the win. I saw again where this girl had posted a TikTok of her and her family having a wedding for her 85-year-old grandma. And I was like, you know what? Get it, grandma. I sat up there and watched. I was crying. I was like, grandma, we get married. But I'm not about to sit. If granny can get married at 85, so can I. I'm going to go somewhere and cry, be mad, maybe a little get back. Because like I said, I'm going to get my lick. But I ain't about to argue. If you mess around and had a heart attack, they ain't going to happen. Ain't going to do that. What else, baby? What's next? She's not helping me. I don't know if I like that. Babe,
Huh.
what's next?
Anybody got a question?
Anybody? I guess we coming to an end. Anybody got any questions, comments, or concerns? Please register them now.
And the shame, bring the shame back.
Oh yeah, I'm just making sure before I recap. We're coming to the end of my life. It's almost an hour and a half. That's long enough. We got to bring shame back, people. We got to teach our children to be ashamed of some stuff. Let our babies know that everything does not. Don't hit the selfie for everything. Don't hit the.
Hey, it's adults. What you talking about?
I'm saying, but for them, I mean, I get it's adults, but it's children. If we teach our children, maybe they'll grow up and realize that
Everything about
everything ain't for the streets. If you don't want our comments, keep your personal, private business personal and private. And to anybody who would desecrate the remains of loved ones, ancestors gonna get that ass up, boy. You don't play with nobody. You don't play with the dead. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what your belief system is. You don't play with the dead. Just saying. Oh, y'all see my headphones? The Hello Kitty lights up. This was a birthday present. One of them from my wife. Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all don't look crazy. We gotta bring shame back. And not in a bad way. Don't be ashamed of yourself of being outspoken. Don't be ashamed of yourself if you got a little hoe in you. Thank you. Don't be ashamed of yourself for wanting what you want when you want it. That's not the shame I'm talking about. I'm talking about keeping your personal, private business to yourself. I'm talking about not disrespecting somebody else. I'm talking about not pouring out the ashes of your boyfriend's niece because you pissed off about something he did. I'm talking about not flushing your mother in law's ashes down the toilet because your husband was a hoe. He was a hoe when you met him. You married a hoe. So you got to deal with the consequences, the consequences. Okay? Bring a little shame back. Bring back a little, should I do this? Should I really? Is this too much? Bring that back. That's all I got, y'all. I would like to thank everybody who came through my comment section today. I would like to thank the lovely Leilani Kitchen, my sister from another mister, Magdalene of View, Morris, Daisy. Hold on. Trying to get the people that commented, y'all. Hold on. Adrian and hold on, y'all. Ms. B. I already said Morris. Thank you, Morris. Oh, it's not doing a cool gamer, Daisy. Thank you. I would like to thank everybody. Magdalene, I don't know if I said you, but I'm gonna say you again. I would like to thank everybody who came out. I would like to thank my mods. Kathy Gonzalez, thank you. I want to say thank you to the Bomb Squad because we have been on here. This will be 7 years, and y'all have hung with us and listened to me act crazy and watched our kids grow up, and I really appreciate it. Really appreciate y'all hanging out with us and being a part of this crazy ride that is YouTube and the Bomb Squad. Um, Comment down below, whatever. If y'all give me some topics, because I think sometimes it's why I don't come on because I just don't know what else to talk about. I don't know what people want to hear about. There are a billion things going on every day, and not everybody's interested in the same thing. So comment, girl, some suggestions. You know what I'm saying? Like this video if you haven't already liked the video. Share this video because maybe somebody do some dumb shit like pouring out ashes and shit like that. Maybe you need to. Maybe they're not listening to you. Maybe they'll listen to me. Probably won't, but you never know. If you happen to come across this video and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And for the old and the new, hit that notification bell so that every time we drop a video or go live, you guys will join us. I think tomorrow is scratch off night. What'd you say, baby?
10 people spoke.
Who? Oh, somebody spoke. Hold on. Because where I am, I'm at the top. Hold on. Hey, Pisces. Hey, Victoria. Veronica. That is not Victoria. I ain't got my glasses on. I can almost see it. Veronica and Pisces. Hi, y'all. I've been on here an hour and a half almost. I was getting ready to say bye. But give me some ideas of what y'all want me to talk about, what y'all want me to rant about. Hit me up in the comments, hit that email so that I can, get sufficiently upset so I can get in it. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think they're doing scratch offs tomorrow. It's Thursday. Baby, you know when the next time you go in the casino on your other channel?
Do what?
The casino?
Probably next week.
Hey, life without hey. So, and we might get some more. We get some casino videos coming. You got some more videos coming out?
Yeah, I just posted one today.
Oh, she just posted. Yeah, I know, no. Yeah, I know you, girl. Don't know. You like it? That's all right. Watch the replay. We talking about shame. We talking about bringing back a little bit of shame. We talking about not putting all your business on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
They go, Sticky Meaty.
Dick and dinner.
She got the new name.
I know, right? We were talking about a little, putting a little bit of let's keep that offline. Cause this should just be sometimes you look at some shit and go, you know what? I really shouldn't post this. And you don't click the post button. That's what we really was talking about. But I will be back next Wednesday. Like I said, y'all give me some thoughts. Give me something to talk about, and then come back and talk about it with me. Or just listen to me act crazy. Whichever one you want to do. So this is your girl Lisa. I don't know if I'm gonna do YouTube live again, but I might. But if not, if I do StreamYard, I get baby know how to put the stuff up on the community wall and let people know da 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 da. All right, guys. I really, really, really appreciate everybody. My A1 day ones. I love y'all. I do. You the bomb squad. We blow it up. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that y'all can come hang out with me sometimes. And this your girl Lisa, and I'm out. Peace.